Mackenzie. She was amazing. Her laughter was contagious. Her friends and people were just drawn to her. Everybody that met her loved her instantly.
Mackenzie, the only thing Rebecca Dayloff was thinking about as she painted this mural on 34th Street.
Purple is for the fentanyl awareness. Red is for overdose.
Dayloff's life was forever changed in March when her daughter,
I just collapsed and started crying, and I said no.
died of fentanyl poisoning.
Started screaming no and crying no.
She was 28 years old. Mackenzie took a pill not knowing it was laced with the deadly drug.
If my daughter knew that there was fentanyl in that pill, she wouldn't have taken it. I know she wouldn't have.
Dayloff is just one of the many parents who have lost a child to fentanyl in Florida. Recently released numbers by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement show that in 2021, fentanyl was the leading cause of drug-related deaths in the state. Deaths caused by the drug increased by 9% from the year before.
These are moms and dads and brothers and sisters. They're not just numbers. They're not just statistics. These are people.
94% of deaths from fentanyl were accidental in 2021.
The majority of drug overdoses are accidental drug overdoses. They're not suicide and they're not going to be homicide.
The same thing happened to Ed Bravo's daughter, Selena.
She was a happy, caring person. She wasn't an addict. She was more than that.
She thought she was taking her regular dose of heroin.
She knew exactly how to do what it is she did.
But it was laced with fentanyl.
This was not on purpose. This was something that was in there that she had no idea was in there. And it took her life.
Fentanyl took 5,790 lives in addition to Selena's that same year in the state. But despite these harrowing numbers, are people aware of how little it takes to kill? With an easel, a whiteboard, and a marker, that's exactly what I wanted to find out. I asked people in downtown Gainesville to write how much they considered was a deadly dose of fentanyl.
No one on this board got the number right, which is 2 milligrams of fentanyl according to the DEA. That's how much can kill you.
Fentanyl is very potent, so small amounts, milligram quantities of it can kill. Of course, it depends on the route of administration. People eat fentanyl, people inject fentanyl, people can smoke and even vape fentanyl.
So, what's the solution? Well, experts say it's not so simple. Lawmakers like Congresswoman Kat Kammack point their fingers at one place.
So the number one source of fentanyl in the country is coming through our southwest border. There is absolutely no doubt about it.
But Dr. Bruce Goldberger, director and professor of toxicology, says 2 steps: surveillance.
So we count up the number of deaths and we really have a good handle on who's dying.
And mitigation.
The DEA and others are working very hard to mitigate drug that enters into the community.
Are key. Bravo says it may take much more before something changes.
It takes their children dying before they listen. I think that's what it'll take.
Kammack says there's proof in the numbers that
fentanyl is an equal opportunity killer.
A killer that has now left a hole in thousands of parents' lives.
It's like a part of you is now missing. A part of you is gone. It's an emptiness.
Mackenzie's story will live on through sunflowers in Dayloff's home.
Her story's not done. Her story's not going to end.
And strokes of paint on the mural wall. A warning for others.
If one person reads it and doesn't get a pill, doesn't take that pill that they have in their pocket, or doesn't ask a friend for a pill, then that's one more person that's saved.
Written in purple for fentanyl awareness. Purple for Mackenzie's favorite color. In Gainesville, Ophelia Jacobson, WUFT News.